Dan, and thank you so much for joining us today at Huawei Consumer Business Group Press Conference at Mobile World Congress 2014. Now, during the event today, we will be hearing from Executive Vice of the company, Mr. Colin Giles. He will be introducing to us today's theme. Then that will be followed by the unveiling of Huawei's latest and brand new 4G LTE enabled devices, introduced firstly by the Chief Marketing Officer for Europe, Huawei Consumer Business Group, Andrew Connell, and also the Chief Executive Officer, Huawei Consumer Business Group, Mr. Richard Yu. Then we'll be opening up the floor to questions from your good selves. And then finally, we'll be letting you get up close and personal with the devices. So lots to look forward to this afternoon. Now, I just want to say that really Huawei are very excited today about introducing to you and sharing with you their vision for a 4G LTE enabled future. So it really is exciting times here today. So without further ado, let's get the show on the road, and just everyone, give him a massive warm welcome onto the stage. He is the Executive Vice President of Huawei Consumer Business Group, Mr. Colin Giles, everyone.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Mobile World Congress 2014. I'm really excited to be here with you today. Actually, this is my first Mobile World Congress with Huawei. You know, our industry is going through a particularly exciting time. Although I have to say, having been in this industry for many years, it has been exciting for many years. But right now, when you look around us, everything is becoming connected. And things are getting smarter and smarter. And in order to keep up with the pace of change of what's going around us, the industry needs to continue to transform and transform itself. You know, it's kind of a situation like it's transform or die. Well, for the short time that I've been at Huawei, I've been really impressed with what I've seen. Lots of young people, they all want to develop themselves, they all want to change. And so it really is a company that understands what transformation means. And we've got some real evidence of that transformation and change already. It was 2 years ago when we set a strategy of transformation, and we set 3 key areas for us to transform. One, we said that we needed to change from being an ODM manufacturer to being an OEM manufacturer. And I'm glad to tell you that by the end of 2013, we're already selling 95% of our devices with the Huawei brand. The second part of our transformation was to open up our distribution channels. We used to be a company that sold almost 100% through operators. Today, 50% of the products we sell directly into open distribution and into retail. We still have our operator partnerships, but we broadened our distribution so that we can get better reach into those open channel and especially those emerging markets. And we set ourselves a target that we would no longer be selling feature phones, that we would sell only smartphones. And I can tell you that at the end of last year, 87% of our products are now smartphones. But you know, the big transformation that we're making is a different one. We're also transforming ourselves so that we can become less of a product and technology company and more of a company that is focused on consumer experience. We want to be consumer-centric. We aspire to be a young, progressive company that has a culture of innovation that really enriches the lives of the consumers and the people that we sell to. And we've already started. We've already started bringing real rich experiences to customers. Last year, we launched a range of great products, and some of them you can see here. We started a year ago at CES, where we launched the D2, a really powerful, sturdy, but beautifully designed device with high specification. We then also launched the Ascend Mate. And this was just a little bit ahead of its time. People were asking, why such a big screen device? And then, Mobile World Congress last year, we launched the Ascend P2. This was the fastest LTE phone that money could buy. After that, we launched the P6, beautiful slim device, really a flagship for Huawei. And we've already sold over 3 million units of P6 in over 100 markets. What a great range of phones that we've got. And this year, we already started on a really good note with the launch of Mate 2. And now people are not asking, why do you have such a big screen device? Now everyone realizes that in order to be able to have the rich experiences that come with video, that come with things like LTE, you need to have large screen devices. And Mate 2 has really well been received, and it's already in the market in China today. So what do consumers say now when they think about Huawei products? Well, they say Huawei designs are getting better and better. Huawei quality is getting better and better. Their innovation is getting better and better. And they say that they deliver quality products that are sold at an affordable price. Now, we realize that really, if we want to really become a consumer brand, that we need to work on our brand. And I'm glad to say that we've seen progress. In fact, last year, our brand awareness grew by an amazing 110%. And as you can see, in many markets, including Spain here, all around the world, we saw great improvements in our brand awareness. But we recognize that we need to continue to work on that. We know that we need to continue to invest in all kinds of marketing, from the traditional to the digital. And you know, here in Europe, we've done some really special things. For example, in order to get closer to our customers, because we realize consumers in Europe like football, we've been sponsoring football. For example, we're sponsor of Arsenal in the UK, AC Milan in Italy, Borussia Dortmund in Germany, and then here in Spain, the Spanish Football League. Just a little piece of how we can get a little bit closer to the consumers through our marketing efforts. And this is paying off. As we are becoming more and more international, our business performance improves all around the world. Our shipments have grown from 2012 to 2013 by significant amounts. In particular, as we're here in Europe, I'd like to highlight a few key achievements in this region. In Germany, we achieved 4 times growth of shipments from 2012 to 2013 to 4.9% market share. Now, you know, these are modest numbers, but we're a young company and we're growing. These are all really positive things for us. In Italy, we saw 3 times growth from 2012 to 2013 to 5.4%. In the UK, we saw 3 times growth to 2% market share, a very competitive market. And in Spain, 1.5 times growth to a very healthy 5.7% market share. Modest figures, but we are growing. These are really, really encouraging numbers for us. And as a result of that, IDC reported only recently that Huawei was the 3rd largest smartphone vendor in 2013. We sold 52 million units last year. Now, what I think though is really important to note here is that we were number 3 in Q3 and we were number 3 in Q4. This shows consistency, and it shows that whatever we're selling in is also selling out. So this is very, very encouraging for us at Huawei. So what's next? Well, as I said, the world is becoming more and more connected. More and more devices around the world will become connected, and Huawei will be center to that story. Mobile life is all about freedom. It's about how we liberate our consumers, how we understand them, and how we know exactly what it is they want so that they can unleash their full potential. You know, we've done quite a lot of research over the last year or so. We keep looking to try to get closer to our customers just to understand how we can really deliver more for them. You know, consumers want more and new technologies. We know that. You all know that as well. But they don't just want technology for technology's sake. They want richer applications and services. They're downloading more and more video every day, and they want better video experiences, which means that they have to have bigger and better displays. They want devices that are portable or even pocketable. And at the end of the day, if you're really going to get the best from your device, you really want to have high utility, you have to have great power management. And then, what really is critical for our whole industry as we move forward is 4G. 4G can really enhance the user experience. I don't know if you're aware, but in 2012, 4G connections generated 19 times more traffic on average than their non-4G connections. So it shows, if we can get consumers onto 4G, then they really take advantage of the utility of the devices. And Huawei is in a really, really strong position to be able to capitalize in this trend, in this change in the industry. We are number one in LTE networks globally. We have rolled out more LTE networks and commercialized them than any other company. We, in the consumer division of Huawei, have launched the first Cat6 smartphones. And Huawei Consumer is the number one in MBB devices. And this is a very important point. These small little chips that we put into our computers, they're at the leading edge as we move from 3G to 4G. So Huawei continues to strengthen our leadership as an end-to-end 4G LTE provider. We integrate the devices, we provide great network services and applications, and we deliver fully connected experiences to people worldwide. But it's not just to developed markets, and it's to everyone. It's to young people like these, it's to people in emerging markets around the world. Those consumers, they demand exactly the same as those consumers that are in developed markets. They have the same expectation of being able to have great experiences on their devices. And at Huawei, we believe all consumers around the world deserve to have the best. So at Huawei, we see our role to be able to bring equivalent or better devices with great quality to all consumers at affordable prices. And that includes 4G. You know, as I started this presentation, the future is more and more about a connected world. And at Huawei, we want to free people so they can enjoy more experiences from their connected products, so they can seize more opportunities. We want to unleash the full potential of our consumers, and we want them all to live in a world without boundaries. So let me now show you a short video, and we'll show you how Huawei plans to do that. Thank you very much.
In the world in which we live, there are times when we feel restricted, limited, and even restrained. A world boxed up in one location, working within a confined space, restrained by the boundaries of time, and limited by speed and access. A life moving from one box to another, bound by restrictions. But we believe in a life without boundaries. That's why we spread LTE networks to the corners of the world. innovation into every device we create. By providing the full range of LTE devices, we enable people to share ideas freely, empowering people to run businesses from wherever they may be. Bringing streamed HD experiences to anywhere and accelerating downloads in a blink. In everything we build, we see lives enriched. We see a world with limitless possibilities, a world without boundaries. Huawei 4G LTE. Live without boundaries. Make it possible. Huawei.
Thank you very much to Colin Giles, Executive Vice President of Huawei Consumer Business Group. Yes, round of applause, amazing video there. Now, I'm sure we all cannot wait to live in a world without boundaries. I myself am extremely excited. It all means different things to different people. But for me, I'm certainly looking forward to experiencing more freedom in my mobile life. For instance, I'm going to be able to have uninterrupted video calls with my agent in a taxi and on the move. And I'll also be able to download my showreel in the blink of an eye. So to introduce these incredible new products from Huawei, I'd like you to give him a massive warm welcome. He is the Chief Marketing Officer for Europe from Huawei Consumer Business Group. Andrew Connell, everyone.
Thank you very much, Zoe, and thank you, Colin. It's my great pleasure to welcome you all today to Barcelona, a beautifully sunny Barcelona, much better than England. But more than that, it's a bit of a historic day for Huawei. This is the first time that we've released 5 products in one press conference. It's my great pleasure to introduce the first 3 of these great 4G LTE products. And it's a great pleasure because they also spread across 3 different categories. The first is a mobile Wi-Fi hotspot, the second a great smartphone, and the third our first 2 tablets today. As we all know, we all now have many different devices. They all have different connection needs, and we use them in a variety of scenarios, whether they be work or play. The first product I wish to introduce you today is the Huawei E5786. This is the world's fastest mobile Wi-Fi hotspot. It features LTE Cat6 technology and contains many firsts that I'll take you through today. Let's start with how it looks. Firstly, it's got a beautiful curvaceous shape and a translucent screen, so this is something you would want to hold. But of course, it's what's inside that counts. The LTE Cat6 technology has enabled us to deliver 300 megabits per second download speed. And that means you can download a movie in just 30 seconds. This is all enabled by carrier aggregation, and it shows Huawei's continued investment and leadership in the 4G LTE space. Something we're very proud of at Huawei. This product contains the world's fastest high-silicon LTE Cat6 chipset. We see this as a first, and it's something that really powers this product. Now, download speed is obviously only part of the story. We've also innovated in the Wi-Fi link, and the product uses the latest Wi-Fi technology, 802.11ac, to also maximize the link with up to 10 devices that can be connected. It's not the first time today we'll talk about battery. And Huawei's continued investment and research in batteries means that this product contains an ultra-large 3,000 milliampere battery, and that means you can work or play for almost 10 hours. That's not all. If your other products are running a little short, our great reverse charging technology means that you can top them up from here. So, we've covered the look and the design and the hardware. We've also innovated on the software layer. And what we sought to do is to banish all of those usernames and passwords that make connecting such a pain. So with our simple QR code snapping technology, you can connect in an instant. We've also built an app for the mobile phone. So this enables you to be able to check all of the key user data that you need, whether that's the key performance indicators, the management of power, or the data traffic. So, ladies and gentlemen, our first product. In summary, this is the world's fastest mobile Wi-Fi hotspot. We're really proud of it. Contains LTE Cat6 with the carrier aggregation technology. Its ultra-large battery means it'll keep going for up to 10 hours. We've innovated the software layer so you can connect in an instant, as well as using your mobile phone to be able to check on its core functions. So, we truly believe this is a great combination of speed and stability. This is the end of the first product, just 4 to go today. So, ladies and gentlemen, the world's fastest mobile Wi-Fi hotspot, the Huawei E5786. Now, number 2. And I'd like to introduce you to our first smartphone, the Huawei Ascend G6. This is an amazing 4G LTE product. And it's a smartphone that we have designed as empowered to help you share better. We've researched this device very strongly. As Colin was saying, we're really interested in investing a lot more in consumer research at the moment. And this product has been designed principally for the 18 to 30-year-old market. Now, that's the generation that we all know really love to share. They grew up sharing. But what we've spotted in our research are some really subtle changes to how that's working. There's a move from kind of public broadcasting to much more intimate circles of sharing. And there's a move from, thank God at last, taking that boring picture of the midweek dinner through to those more meaningful moments in life. It's less about me, and more about the moments that you share with your friends. So, in developing this campaign to launch this product, we've been working with Ogilvy, one of the world's most famous branding agencies, and really trying to work out how to bring this idea of sharing better to life. So I'm delighted to share with you today, for its first screening, the film that we've put together with them, and hopefully that will help bring this to life. Thank you.
Hi, honey. I have to work late tonight. Can you come pick me up?
Yeah, of course.
Thank you. Who doesn't love a good love story? So thank God she said yes. So when I said we've done a lot of research into this audience. One of the other things that is really important for this audience is premium design. So we followed the hugely popular curvature that we had on the Huawei Ascend P6. A slim design fits perfectly into your hand. And then we've paid attention to all of the fine details, like the beautiful side panels, and actually the camera housing on the back. The phone will come in a range of both metallic colours and pastel colours. Now, what about inside? Of course, the user experience is very important. This phone will ship with a dual UI. This means the customer has a choice between using the Emotion UI that is multi-theme or the Emotion UI that is simple. So again, customer choice. So this is all about creating better content to share. And to share better, that content has to be generated by yourself. So, how have we equipped the phone? Let's start with the 5 megapixel front camera. It has a 22mm wide-angle lens. And what we've done is then match this with a range of very special features. The first of which is our unique selfie window. You position yourself in the selfie window to take that perfect self-portrait. The second, auto-face enhancement. For those moments in life when we all need a little bit of extra help, we can beautify ourselves. Having seen the schedule of us, and I'm sure many of you this week with the parties at Mobile World Congress, maybe this is something we could all utilize later in the week. And finally, the wide-angle lens. This enables you to actually take the wide-angle group selfie. The Oxford Dictionary hasn't come up with a word for this yet, but I think this is, we all know what this is. This is people being able to share themselves and their close friends. Now, the rear camera. 8 megapixel BSI rear camera. We've also matched that camera with a number of unique features. The first is the ability to tag your photo with a voice message. In this case, yes, you may recognize the couple from earlier. The second, and this is one of my favorite features, the ability to set it to smile activation. So when you finally get your family or group of friends and they smile, the camera will just capture it instead of you going, oh, and you've just missed it. Of course, we also have voice activation as well, so you can still shout, shoot. And the addition of the panoramic shots in the camera as well. So, we've generated that great content now. Now we need a better way to share it. We need the speed of 4G LTE. This means you can share instantly, whether you're uploading or downloading, whether that's a video, a photo, or sharing music. But that's not all we have in the Huawei Ascend G6. You can also share with Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, and touch to share smartly. What do we mean by that? We've actually built into the phone will choose the best way for you to be able to share your different files with all of your friends. And of course, it comes with a range of beautiful, colourful accessories. We have a Bluetooth headset, wireless speakers, and a power pack. Now, we told you a little love story earlier. I'm going to share with you now the next installment. Thank you.
The Huawei Ascend G6. It's packed full of features to help you share better. The auto-face enhancement with selfie preview window makes you look as gorgeous as you feel. With audio photo, you can say yes to adding sound to your favorite photos. The 8 megapixel rear camera with panoramic feature lets you share even more of the action. Capture and upload without complication, so your story is always better. Auto scene recognition automatically adjusts contrast, color, and lighting. With super slim 7.85mm design and 5 megapixel 88-degree wide-angle front camera, you can enjoy them wherever you go. The Huawei Ascend G6. Share better. Make it possible.
Well, thank you. For those that are getting hooked on our little love story, I'm afraid it's next year for the honeymoon. So you'll have to wait for that installment. So, in summary, the Huawei Ascend G6. An affordable smartphone that's been designed for the 80 to 30-year-old category. It's premium design with a suite of applications and features to create better content, and a rich connectivity layer that includes 4G LTE but goes beyond it to help you share. So far, we've shared with you the world's fastest mobile Wi-Fi hotspot and a smartphone to help you design to share better. I'd now like to introduce you to our first tablet of the day, the Huawei MediaPad M1. This is an affordable tablet targeted at the mass market. It's designed as an entertainment powerhouse to really bring that entertainment everywhere to life. We've all seen, and probably seen people on buses, planes and trains, listening to movies, music, playing games. Well, this is a tablet that we set out to design to really enhance that experience. Its symmetrical design features powerful dual-side speakers, and these are enhanced with huge sound chambers which help deliver much higher quality sound. This is our first product to carry a Huawei proprietary super wide sound technology. What does that mean? It means we're delivering enhanced bass, enhanced loudness, a smart equalizer, and virtual wide speakers. But it's not just about the sound. This product is equipped with a beautiful 8-inch high-definition display, and its 178 wide view angle means that you watch videos not just with yourself, but you can share with a friend. We've made sure that it covers over 20 different video formats, so you no longer have to really worry about the file type. And I said we talked about batteries a few times today. This product contains the ultra-large 4,800 mAh battery. This is the equivalent of watching 8 saved movies or listening to music for almost a week. So, it's a beautiful device. Full ultra-slim aluminium body, contains a powerful 1.6 GHz quad-core processor, and we have a narrow 5mm bezel around the side to really enhance that viewing experience. Around the world, it can be sold to cover a wide range of mobile standards. So, in summary, the Huawei MediaPad M1 is an affordable tablet designed to bring entertainment everywhere. Its 8-inch display, it's 7.9mm ultra slim, and it's only 329 grams to make it really the ultimate tablet in portable entertainment. Inside, it's powered with our proprietary super stereo wide sound through the dual front speakers, and of course, are now becoming a little famous, long-lasting battery life. So ladies and gentlemen, those are the first of our 3 amazing 4G LTE products. You're probably wondering how much they cost, right? Well, the E5786, we're not unveiling today, but will come shortly. But the MediaPad M1 is going to be available at a street price of €299, and the G6 will be available for €249. So that's the first of our 3 products. That's the 3 products out of the 5. 2 more to go. Now I'm going to hand back to our MC Zoe, and thank you very much for your time.
Thank you very much, Andrew Connell, Chief Marketing Officer for Europe at Huawei Consumer Business Group. Now, next up, we're going to be presenting to you the very latest in 4G LTE-enabled tablets and wearable. It's my absolute pleasure to invite our next person up onto the stage. Please give him a massive warm welcome. It's the Chief Executive Officer, Huawei Consumer Business Group, Richard Yu.
Okay, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome you back to Barcelona again. So it's my big pleasure that today my colleague Colin and Andrew, they have introduction of our consumer business strategy, and also launch 3 products. Now it's my part. This time we launch, we will launch 5 products. All is for the LTE. The LTE is coming in worldwide now, even in China. And in Europe, this year is the 4G year. I think that it's the 4G. It can really, we have a dream that you can live without boundary life with the 4G network, with the 4G devices. So Andrew, they launched the M1, the 8-inch pad. I will launch a new product. If you see the size, it's a little bit smaller than that one, but it's still very big, bigger than the G6 phones. What's this? You know, if you see the industry change, the smartphone, the screen is growing up from the 3.5 inch to the nowadays 6 inch, 6.3 inch. So the phone screen is growing because people need more content. People need the internet surfing, the office, everything, their work, their email, everything. So they prefer the larger screen because of the more entertainment, more work on the smartphone, on the product. Another thing is about the tablet. The tablet now you can see the tablet change is growing more and more compact. If you see the first generation is the iPad, the larger, now the iPad Air, now the iPad Mini, they are becoming more and more smaller. So the tablet is becoming more compact, more smaller, but the tablet without phone functionality is the only. It's a problem is nowadays the people that are traveling, they are taking a laptop in the bag, they are taking a smartphone, but also they are taking the pad, one of the pad. Maybe many people that are taking an iPad Mini like that for work, for the email mail. But whether we can have one solution for everything, for all that. So it's how we give this the target to our team, whether we can bring all these three things to one for all these three. Now if you see the customer, the more and more demanding, they need they need more content, more entertainment, more everything is on the smart devices. And also, the people need more connected with fast speed. No matter at home or outside, with a very quick, very fast speed, and for all the network connection of them. Another thing that people they pay more and more time stay with their devices, so they need longer battery life. Many people have the headache of lack of the phone or the tablet run out of battery. So that's the big headache. Another thing is communication, connected communications. They need the device connected every time. So our solution is X. You know, X is a crossover. So for the content, we have a tablet solution for that. And for the fast speed, we have 4G LTE technology for that. And for the battery, long battery life, we have battery and power saving technology for that. And for the communication, phone functionality, whether we can combine these four elements in one. So our solution is MediaPad X1, exceeds the limits. So it's a 7-inch devices. Maybe people are joking that it's the largest screen smartphone in the world. But maybe another thing you can say that it's the most compact tablet in the world. You can see that it's so compact, so small, so slim. And we achieved the slimmest tablet in the world, 7.18 millimeters in just this. More slim than the latest iPad Mini Retina or than the latest Google Nexus 7 second generation. It's the slimmest one in the world. And also, it's the narrowest one. You can see the compact, compared to the bezel, it's less than 3 millimeters, 2.99 millimeters. It's much compact, much narrower than the iPad Mini and the Google Nexus, all the other, and also the Samsung, their tablet. So, and also it's the smallest one. The screen is large, it's 7 inches, but you can see that it's much smaller, much shorter, much compact. The width is much smaller than the Google Nexus and the iPad Mini. And also it's the lightest one. I give this target to our guys. You know, that's in the formal is how can we achieve more light? Use the weight is more than 250 grams. In your pocket, you will feel very heavy. So I give this target to our design teams, whether we can reduce the weight, make it as light as possible. You know, we do a lot of work to reduce the weight. Because it's 250 grams, more than that, you feel heavy. But finally, our teams reached 239 grams. In your pocket, you don't feel very heavy. In your pocket and also in every pocket, you feel quite light. So I think that's makes difference. Make a difference even in every pocket. So it's slim and it's light. Another thing is it has the largest screen, but also have the largest screen to body ratio, 80%. It's the first one in the industry who can reach 80% the screen to body ratio. So let's make a summary of this. This is ultra compact, ultra slim, and also ultra thin and ultra light. The MediaPad X1. How can we achieve this? Maybe ask the question. One of these technologies is no lead structure. We make it slimmer, lighter, or leave more space for the huge battery. So even it's with the innovative design architecture, internal architecture, but it's still robust, strong with this architecture. Another technology is nano injection plastic molding. It's reached 0.6 millimeters thin oleum cases. It's oleum metal, and for antenna it's plastic because it's LTE, phone functionality, dual antenna receiver diversity. So all these kind of things they are doing in metal and plastic with the nano injection. This is the molding technology to make it as one body. You make it strong and robust and also premium. So this is a new technology we are using. And another thing is why we can achieve is so narrow bezel to less than 3 millimeters with so big size. Because this one sometimes you fall on the ground. You need it strong, not easy to broken. 1 millimeters broke. So how can we achieve this? We are using the laser etching wire. With the width, it's just 13 nanometers per line and 13 nanometers spacing. The totally 30 lines together is all this together is less than 3 millimeters for the bezel. So we achieve the slimmest one, the most slim, thinner, and the most compact, and also the largest one. Another thing, we're talking about these products, the functionality of tablet. This is a crossover. This is the most compact tablet for entertainment, for all the. How about this display panel? You can see this display panel. We are using the latest technology, the full HD display panel. The resolution is 1920 by 1200. It's more than 300 ppi. 323 ppi, more than your eyes can identify. And also this display panel, the brightness, also the best one. It's better than iPad mini Retina, the latest one, and also better than all our competitors nowadays. And it's using the LTPS, the low temperature polysilicon technologies. This technology is power consumption is 20 to 30% lower than our competitors. They are using the alpha silicon technology. This power consumption lower, but cost higher, but the power consumption much lower. But this is more dynamic, make the photo and the picture, more rich colors, and also the faster response, and also less reflective with this technology. So this is the best display panel in the world for tablet. Now up to now. Another thing is CADC. What's CADC? We call it Content Adaptive Brightness Control. With this, you are watching the internet surfing, or the email, or watching the video, different things, different contents, they have different brightness. It automatically adapt to the brightness to the comfortable for your eyes, but also saving the power consumption, reduce the power consumption for that. So low power consumption, longer battery life. So this technology is very useful for your usage. Another technology is, sometimes because this tablet is phones, XY is so compact. Sometimes you're taking that, maybe your one finger touch on the screen, another finger you still come on to scroll that. You can do that. You don't need to like this view. You can touch on that. So they're both. So that's this kind of technology to make it more convenient. So it's because it's so compact, so you need this kind of grip suppression technologies. Another thing is about camera. Nowadays, if you go outside, you can see many people there. Most people they are using smartphone to take a photo, but also some people they are using the tablet to take a photo. Most of the tablet, the pad, now their back camera is only 5 megapixels, and the front camera less than 2 megapixels. But this product, our MediaPad X1, even our front camera is 5 megapixels, and our rear camera is 13 megapixels. That looks the camera. The rear camera is 13 megapixel Sony latest BSI camera, and with the best, the best technology, wide angle, all the large aperture, and all these kind of things, and also with blue glasses for the good quality of the light. Another is the front camera. It's also using the large aperture and also wide angle lens for taking the photo, taking the selfie for help you. Okay, now we're talking about this one. It's so good performance, but a large screen. But how about that for the connection speed? That because of the light, it's compact, it's easy to take. You want a large screen, you feel more and more comfortable for your eyes, but you want to use more. But the speed of connection is key. How can we achieve speed? The inside, the high silicon Kirin 910, the latest chipset, is a SoC, system on chip, single chipset, with AP and modem, CPU, GPU, and ISP and modem together in one chip. Inside one chip, it's using 28 nanometers HPM, the latest technologies. And also with a powerful GPU inside, which can support LTE Cat 4. The LTE Cat 4, the speed is 150 megabit. That's Android just launched that's one, the mobile Wi-Fi support LTE Cat 6. That's one, 300 megabit. The 300 megabit, we are the first one to launch. The Cat 4, 150 megabit, last year in Barcelona, we are also the first one to launch this speed. But this speed is still fast, 150 megabit. You can download one movie just within 1 minute, so it's quite fast. And also, it's also can working for the 4G routers. You can make this for the 4G connection, and for your other device, for your smartphone, for your laptop, for everything. So this is more convenient for you. Another thing is this is the full wireless standard support. It supports LTE, FDD band, FDD mode, and TDD mode. And it supports UMTS, WCDMA, TD-SCDMA, and GSM. The TD-SCDMA is China's strict standard. So it can support global roaming, the global standard. And also it supports 16 bands. So you can roaming worldwide. So that's really can help you to without boundary life. So it's more freedom for you. Another thing is battery. That's many people that have headache of battery life. the phone is out of battery. You need the backup battery or charging the phone or charging the devices. How about this one? This one, inside we have the largest battery in the class. 5,000 milliampere hour battery. You can watch the movie for 15 hours. 15 hours continually. I take the flight here from transport from Paris. It's 13 hours. If you're watching the whole flight, you are watching 13 hours. This phone still, this is the MediaPad X1 still have battery after you landed. So it's really strong battery life. And also inside you have the power saving technology from Huawei, our patent technology. The 30% more efficiency on power saving with our patent technologies. So this can reach typically 5 days usage, and for heavy users, even more than 1 day, near 2 days usage. The better than iPad mini, Retina, and better than the latest, the Nexus 7, the Google Nexus 7, and also better than Samsung and their latest the pad, the tablet. And this also supports the reverse charging. You can use this to charge your smartphone. When your phone is out of battery, you can use this to charge that. Now we're talking about the phone functionality. Most of the pads, they have no result of phone functionality. But this pad, this largest screen smartphone, they have the phone functionality. You can take the phone call and make a phone call for this. One of my colleagues last month in Las Vegas, one of my colleagues, they are using this to make phone call. One of the guys ran into him, is this a phone? They asked, it's a phone, but I think that he feels it's so big, so large screen. But it's really a phone. Maybe they are all the phone functionality. They are built-in earpieces. And also you have the dual microphone with noise cancellation, with all under this. You can see that. Guaranteed crystal clear sound quality. And more importantly, I think that's holdable. It's really easy for you to take. Sometimes my colleagues, they are using this I'm using this for my work. From all my email, all my PowerPoint slide, everything, Microsoft Word and PowerPoint, all the documentation. I'm using that to browse that. So I put it in the pocket. But I give this target to our guys, whether we can put it in the pocket. But maybe our competitor product like iPad mini, I want to make it put it in the pocket, but I cannot do that. Maybe my colleagues should have an iPad mini, I can show you. Whether you can put this in the pocket, I cannot do that. Not big enough. So that's the difference. But it's more light, more heavy. So it's in the pocket, even if you cannot, because of the size, you cannot put it in the pocket. Even you can put it in the pocket, but it's too heavy. But with our solution, we can make it inside this, but also inside this. You can see it. So it's really, really small. More convenient for you. Because it's so light, even you feel it big, but you can see I'm taking this. So people want to make a phone call, they don't want to like it this way. But we have other solution. Later I have a new product, new technology for you to show you how can we make it differently. The differently is another thing, the red ring. What's this? Can you guess what's this? It's a candle, candle light, the signal. This is a talk band. You're working together with our MediaPad X1, the talk band. I take one of them. It's the first wearable devices which really can make a phone call together. You have all the smart band things, and also with the Bluetooth headset technology together. So that was the first hybrid smart band talk and track together. You can see that you can make a phone call. It can support. I can show you that very conveniently to take out to make a phone call. You're on the earpieces, so very convenient. So it can support 7-hour talk time, 2 weeks standby time, and also NFC fast pairing, and Bluetooth 4.1. So it's really convenient for your life. So you make your MediaPad X1 in your pocket, but you can make a phone call and then receive all the phone call by this. But inside this, you have the tracking health day and night. You can see that all the time and how many steps you're walking. Today I'm walking 7,551. Okay, and everything. So the bone and our sleeping time. So all these kind of things. You can check your how good you're sleeping and how about your exercise. So how many calories that's your exercise you take. This auto was what IP57 water and dust resistant, and it have a curved 1.4-inch OLED display. It's about USB charging. You don't need to charge that with a digital devices things. You can charge it by this. You can see this USB connector. It's very convenient. You can cut to the you can put this to all the devices. So very convenient for your charging. The charging the designs inside the belt. So you have different color for your selection. So you make it convenient. Maybe I have the video and to show you. I have a video to show you. One of the maybe my colleague can.
We design innovative devices. We also create sensations. Everything we do breaks the limits. We make slim slimmer. Clear clearer. Light lighter. Fast faster. Sharp sharper. Wide wider. We make strong stronger. Smart smarter. We believe innovating is an adventurous journey. Never cease creating. Never cease exceeding. Huawei MediaPad X1. Exceed the limits.
I think that you may be curious about the price. How about this innovative product price? We discussed internally that how can we make this really bring more value to the consumers with these two devices together. And this one is 399 euros. You know, these have 2 GB RAM and 16 GB ROM. And also it also have expandable card. You can use the micro SD card, expand to another 64 GB. So totally together you can support 80 GB. So with all the LT functionality inside. So compared with the iPad mini Retina, it's much cheaper, much cost effective. So I can see that's more affordable. Because you know that's 64 GB the SD card, maybe in Europe, I don't know, that's in China, $30 like that, less than $30. So with add another $30, you can have all the functionality with a large memory. But this 16 gig, and it's more convenient for you. So compared with the iPad mini, every 16 gig memory, the price is more than 100 euros. 100 euros price gap difference. So we provide much more competitive price. And now we talk about the B1, it's 99 euros. So our guys in Europe, they may have some package for these two combined together to make the price will be 449 like that. So we want really to bring more value to consumers, to have affordable price with the best product. So thank you for attending thank you very much for your attend this launch for the full set of LTE devices. I hope you like this device and to continue to witness our innovation. And okay, thank you.
Thank you very much indeed. Richard Yu, everyone, Chief Executive Officer, Huawei Consumer Business Group. Now, I'm sure after everything you've seen and heard today, you all have plenty of questions to ask. So it's my pleasure to open up the floor to yourselves. Who'd like to go first? Don't be shy. Just raise your hand, please. Ah, yes, thank you. Oh, we've got a microphone we're just going to pass over so we can hear you. Thank you very much.
Hello.
Hello.
Thank you very much for the presentation. I just have one question. What versions of Android are the devices running?
Android version. It's the Android latest 4.4. Some of the 4.3, and most of them the 4.4. Yeah.
Thank you. Just raise a hand, we'll find you. Anyone at all? Oh yes, over here, thank you.